Fuck Chill Murray detractor content. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil.
It's your boy Wings of Redemption.
This is how we chill.
Look here. Look, listen.
Chill Murray spends his whole fucking day talking about Phil. Chill Murray spends his whole fucking day talking about Phil.
It's time for another relaxing chill session. Load up, down. No need to be stressing and flying sky high on these Wings of Redemption. Chill Murray 7. That's my decompression.
Chill Murray spends his whole fucking day talking about Phil.
Phil and PPP, they decided to team up together to do Smart Guys. And the premise of this first episode is them just going over WWE Raw, going to Netflix. And I watched it. I had to do my homework. I don't watch this garbage. I do not watch this shit at all, bro. But, you know, I decided to give it a try. And I did. So I'll have, like, clips of, I don't know, some of my reactions when it's, like, needed, I guess. And it's hard. This is a hard video to make for my first DSP video back. Because it's just, like, this was such a hard stream to watch, you know. PPP does most of the talking, the entertaining, the begging, the reading the super chat. He does all the work. While Phil sits there like Andy Worski and just nods his head like a sock puppet. It's just really bad. But I'll try my best to summarize it. I'll cut out all the bullshit that I can. And I left in all the relevant shit. Okay? So yeah, here we go. And you already know what it is. Okay? I'm funny. I'm a really lit guy. How many motherfuckers do VTubing? Okay? Fucking like and subscribe.
Mama Phil, shut up, bitch! Revival, live here on DSP Reacts on YouTube and also on DSP Gaming Reel on Kick. Woo, that was a long 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. Wait a minute, Phil. I thought we were calling the show Benoit Boys. I thought we were calling it Benoit Boys. You were telling me how Benoit was your favorite wrestler. You had all these theories that it was actually Kevin Sullivan who killed Nancy. We were gonna do it. We were gonna do a deep dive into how it was Kevin Sullivan who was responsible, how he framed Benoit. What are you telling me? Wow. It's called Smart Guys. I thought it was Benoit Boys.
Well, I mean, if we wanted to be the shortest running show in wrestling commentary history, I guess we could call it that.
Benoit for the Hall of Fame! Ride the Bowflex! Maybe ride the Bowflex. But no, it's good to be here with you, King Phil.
It's good to have you,
legend. Man. You had a huge run with John Rambo back in the day. Legendary show, Smart Guys. I'm so proud to be a part of the revival. Wrestling's back, bitch. It's on Netflix and it's cool again. At least if you're 400 pounds and autistic dented like me, then you love wrestling. It's back and it's cool. Guys, it's going to be a great show today. And already big support.
Yes.
Harry the White for 50 Great British pounds. Let's go! Fuck yeah, Perry! Ives for $4.99 saying total PPP victory. Let's fucking go. Now, Phil, it's been a while since you've watched wrestling. You quit during the fucking Scamdemic era.
Yeah.
Underdome era. There were no. Tell us about it, Phil. What led you to quit wrestling and now you're back?
Well, here's the thing. Like, we kind of have similar history as lifelong wrestling fans, but I ran this wrestling commentary show called Smark Guys for about 3-4 years, back at the height of my YouTube popularity. And then it ended in 2014 when I moved across the country, and, I basically had as everyone knows, kind of a falling out with those guys, and never really got back into the world of pro wrestling when it came to making content about it. But I continued to watch it for several years after that. And every once in a while, I would do like a wrestling sim in my content or whatever. But then around the era of COVID 2020, when WWE had to do these empty arena shows, that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back for me, because up to then, I already kind of felt like really burnt out. At that point, it was like, if you want to be up on pro wrestling, you've got to watch so many shows. You got to watch Raw. You got to watch SmackDown. You got to watch NXT. But wait, on WWE Network, they have the Cruiserweight show. They've got the Mae Young Classic and this. But wait, what about the competition? What about, is Impact still going? What about New Japan? And it was so time consuming to stay like in the know in the world of pro wrestling that I just got so burnt out. And then now to see these empty arena shows and to see how basically the hype behind wrestling was kind of very stifled. I really feel that a big part of pro wrestling getting hype is that crowd getting into the match, getting into the promo, the cheering, the booing. And when it all went away, it just felt so empty and boring. And I was like, I'm either going to keep watching and be disappointed, or I'm going to cut it. So I cut it cold turkey. And I really haven't even seen a wrestling match in no exaggeration, about 5 years, until last night when I watched the premiere episode of Raw on Netflix.
Is that true, Phil? Lots of people are skeptical of this claim. You're saying in the last 5 years, you've not watched a single match, no WrestleMania, no Royal Rumble, no Survivor Series.
No, the last match that I saw was Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar for the title at WrestleMania, whatever the WrestleMania that was, 2020. I think they were at the Performance Center. And by the way, thank you to Wolves for another $5 super chat. He was correct.
He says it's pronounced Wolves, sir. My apologies. Maybe if you add an extra 0 to that super chat, we'll pronounce the name properly. But we need at least $50 from you, buddy. Come on. What's going on? It's the return of Smark, guys. Let's get some fucking donos in here for Philomania. It's running wild with the Philomania brothers. The power of Philomania is running wild on you with PPP here in the house.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. So I didn't expect PPP to do this, for the whole show. He's gonna sit here and take little digs at Phil, bro. And I swear to God, they're all gonna go right over Phil's head. But PPP's right. Phil didn't just stop watching wrestling, He didn't just put it down and never watch it again. For Phil, you've seen Phil play WWE champions, bro. For Phil to invest so much money into one game, he has to be keeping up with wrestling and the world of it, to some degree. And we all know, dude, that Phil likes to say that he quit wrestling 4 or 5 years ago, because that's around the time where the bankruptcy happened and the bank leaks and people started talking about where his money was really going and shit. So yeah, it's just a lie. Phil's lying. And I kind of appreciate PPP kind of calling Phil out when he is kind of lying, but it really matters. They're still best friends making money for each other. All right, let's keep going.
I've been completely out of touch with wrestling for about 5 years. I've been in on some of the plots, not the matches. I haven't seen the matches, but I had been following pro wrestling on Twitter for a long time. So for a while, I was still getting it in my feed, and I would know, Roman Reigns is now the tribal chief. I would know about the plot lines and things like that. It got to the point where even my social media feed was so inundated with wrestling that I unfollowed it all. So for now, for about, I say 2 years, I haven't even followed the general plot lines. But as many people know, I play a mobile game called WWE Champions. And
whoa,
wait, I admitted it.
Wait a minute. Phil brought it up. Hold on, Phil. I was supposed to press you about this later. Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
Bro, that's kind of insane how Phil could just sit here and con his audience for over $100,000 and just laugh about it, you know, rub it in your face and shit. Oh my god. So this was such a garbage show. Like, it was garbage, bro. It was just, I swear to God, PPP directing all the conversation. And in the conversations, they weren't like good wrestling conversations. They were very surface level, basic bitch shit. You could tell just to kind of keep Phil like in the pin, you know, to keep him from looking too bored or whatever, to keep him engaged. So like, it was really hard to clip this, bro. It was really hard, but I'll try my best. Goddamn.
Return of a superstar who we never thought would wrestle again, and how do you botch that?
And YouTube Prisoner brings it up that, you know, Kevin Dunn was one of Vince's stooges. He knew all about all of the dirty sexual depravity of Vince and
God.
the harassment of everyone was going on. But the truth is about Vince, because there was no mention of Vince McMahon at all on this show.
That's right.
Not in the intro package, no credit to him whatsoever. The only McMahon family member we saw on this entire broadcast was Stephanie for like 2 seconds. And even then they hesitated to call her Stephanie McMahon.
Right.
and you know, she, I don't think has anything to do with the company at this point. I don't think there are any McMahons currently working at the company at all.
Wow.
So far as I know.
What a change.
And
what a sweeping change. I mean,
it really is a new era. They're now under the umbrella of UFC. Same company now, WWE and UFC together.
That's right.
Which could lead to a lot of crossovers and promotions. I'm surprised it hasn't, where they haven't had like UFC people showing up in WWE yet and doing that. You know, they have Logan Paul, and there's thoughts that perhaps like Logan Paul might have a fight with Conor McGregor later on in the year and stuff like this, or that Logan Paul might get into the UFC side and cross promote between UFC and WWE. But it is a completely new era. It's a completely new company, new executives in charge. It doesn't have all of Vince's various booking idiosyncrasies anymore.
Right.
Because Vince was like a psycho with the way he would book things. You know, he would change things like 2 minutes before they were supposed to happen. He would be rewriting. He would surprise people on the air. I remember when he surprised Jim Ross on the night of the WWE draft. Jim Ross had no idea he was being sent from Raw to SmackDown. And you could see his reaction live. He was fucking rattled. And that's the shit Vince would do. He would just fuck with people.
Wow.
He would make them do like humiliation rituals and crazy shit like that. So there isn't that anymore in WWE. So it's a fresh new era. People are going to be able to come in, and it's not going to have the stink of McMahon on it.
But no, you know, Vince McMahon, he was a fucking asshole, bro. Okay, he was a kind of racist dick, and he overworked and underpaid everybody, bro. He was just a bastard, all right? Like, come on. Do you really want a guy who's famous for making stupid plot lines? Like, you know, this is stupid. This is stupid shit to talk about in 2025. Who cares about Vince McMahon and who's running what? They should just really be recapping the wrestling match, bro. But it took them so long. I swear, it was so hard to clip this shit.
Top of the show.
Actually, let's do some shout outs because a bunch of contributions came in. Let's get them out of the way.
Let's go.
Thank you to Dick Jones.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Let's get the money.
Four gifted subs over on Kick. Thank you to Dick Jones. Appreciate that. We got Falcule with a $5 super chat. This is the King and PPP together at last, shooting on the business, stunning the detractors, making them holler. So let's give them our top dollar. Let's go. Thank you, Foul Q, for that. Appreciate that.
Let's add some zeros on. Let's get a hundo bomb. Let's get $100 tip for Phil, the fucking legend. He's putting in OT. This guy's all day, all night, every day.
Oh.
And then watching Raw, he's taking notes. He's paying attention. He's here. Let's reward the effort from Phil, guys.
Thank you to Jay.
Oh my god, I swear. Oh my god, dude. Like, PPP and his obnoxious bro voice. I know, I'm one to talk. And with Phil, and they're just sitting here talking, they just did nothing but obnoxiously beg for donos and tips. It made me want to hurt myself, dog. In real life!
A lot of it was dog shit.
Yes, the filler in between was bad a lot of the times, like shoveling shit to get to the good segments.
It's kind of ironic, because that's what this stream is, bro. Oh my god, this is pure torture, okay? So I'm gonna do what Phil did, and I'm just gonna swim quickly through all the bullshit in the filler, and let's get to the good segment so we can get the fuck out of here, man.
Rock's promo kind of felt like DSP's pre-stream, where it's like a business meeting. It was like...
running a business meeting.
No, it made it feel like wrestling was a big deal. But it was like a business meeting where he goes, this is the highest grossing arena show in WWE history, which is crazy. When you think of all the shows that they've had over the years.
I told you, if there was any like good thing that PPP did today, that was like take these good digs at Phil and trying to like maneuver Phil into a corner, bro. You're gonna see more of it. I got more clips of that later, dude.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman, he's able to do so much. He's so expressive with just his eyes. He doesn't have to flail around. He doesn't have to be so theatrical. He's able to communicate so much with just his eyes alone, with just his facial expressions alone.
From which the
I swear to
whole
God.
world
I swear to God, this is the guy that PPP bases his whole personality off of. I swear to God. Oh, I'm so fucking drunk. It's literally PPP if he lives to be like 60, bro. If fucking diabetes doesn't take him first.
acknowledge you.
But like, he's fucking gawking up Paul so fucking hard. When it's like, dude, I have nothing against Paul Heyman, but he virtually has been playing the same character for like 50 years now. You know, he sits there and he holds like the urn. Remember, he used to hold Undertaker's urn? Like, that's what he does. He holds a prop, bro, and he just makes creepy, weird faces, and he's fat and fucking white, like PPP. I'm sorry, nothing against it, but at the same time, I don't like wrestling like that, you know? Whatever, let's keep going.
One of their more risque or cutting edge. Notice like there was like a real homoerotic moment, like a lesbianic moment in this match at the finish.
Yeah.
Did you pick up on that, Phil?
A little bit.
Where
It seems like a lot of
she's
these...
like holding her, and it looks like she's about to kiss her before she delivers the finisher.
Yeah. The weird thing about it was, like, I'd never seen Liv wrestle at that level because Liv wasn't getting a lot of attention 5-6 years ago. She was just like relatively new on the mainstream shows. But Rhea seems like she was the same, like the same moves, the same riptide, the same setups. So it was kind of like one half of the match I totally already knew because I'd seen her in NXT and everything, and then coming onto the main show. And the other half was like totally different. I don't know how credible a match like this is, honestly. I mean, can we be honest? Liv is like half the size of Rhea, and it's like, how could you say that she's gonna even stand a chance against her if it was a fair match? You know what I mean? Like,
well, Phil, which did you find sexier? Are you more into Rhea or are you more into Liv, Phil?
Gee, should I delve into that? No, I mean, to me, I don't even think that way when I watch these matches anymore. This is the Attitude Era with
come on.
freaking Trish Stratus and everything
Rhea-
back in the day, you know.
Rhea has a huge ass, and it's fucking tight. And it's a toned, sexy ass there on Rhea Ripley. So. But Liv's tits are, like, they're a bit lacking. Did you notice that? Liv seems to be, like, you know, she needs to put on a cup size or something
Well,
for
honestly,
me to...
I mean, this is an honest thing to bring up. Back in the day, again, when wrestling was prominent in the 2000s, it's like they required that. Did they not? Like, that was a prerequisite to be a diva or one of the wrestlers, is you had to have big boobs and a big ass. It's just one or the other. It had to happen. You had an exception, Stacy Keibler, but again, even then, it was the legs or whatever, right? But now...
Those legs, that ass,
right.
Phil.
And of course, Jerry Lawler going crazy, puppies and everything. And now it's completely flipped. It's a different era, you know, it's a different generation.
We're supposed to take women wrestling seriously. Let's be real. They're eye candy. They're sex such. Phil's so uncomfortable. Phil, come on, Phil. What do you think of the tattoo on Rhea? Did you have the tattoos from before?
Oh, I did. I seen her like when she was, you know, just in training and all of that versus all the over. Listen, I'm the kind of guy, I don't mind tattoos, but I think there's a level when it's a little gets too excessive, and it's getting to the point now where it's like you're just doing it to be a talking point at this point. It's kind of like Randy Orton when he started getting the tattoos, and all of a sudden he goes crazy. His whole body is tattoos again. It's not just about women. It's about just tattoos in general. I think you can get too crazy with it, you know, and I do feel like, you know, to the point where, she's going a little too far, and I don't really care for them. So.
Yeah, she was a cutie before all those tattoos, although she's still fit. What a woman, as Vince would say there. What would you, okay.
I can't. I'm dead as hell, bro. Oh, man, that is great. That is just great. PPP trying to get Phil to be a man. Like, bro, you like women? Let's talk about these sexy women. Bro, my wife was in the same room as me. I'm sitting here gooning over Rhea Ripley, bro. She's so hot. It's just funny to me, bro, okay? Phil's just so gay when it comes to talking about women or, you know, just the female form or something. Oh my God, I wish you'd just come out the closet already, bro.
And we had Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre, Phil.
Yes.
Jey Uso comes out with Travis Scott.
You know, that's something we didn't mention. The new theme song of Raw. I was like, oh, come on. This is what they selected. You know, I'm from the era of, you know, we got the guns, the drugs, and my generation ain't it fun. You know, the hard rock shit. It's the theme of wrestling. It's always been like the theme of wrestling. And now there's this movement to turn wrestling into like, everything has to be this hip hop music. Now listen, I'm not here to crap on hip hop music or whatever. Even the vibe of the song they selected for Raw from Travis Scott, it's one of his songs, doesn't seem to fit pro wrestling for me. It's weird. It's a different vibe. It's like almost like a relaxing song. Like, I don't want to hear that when people are about to beat the shit out of each other in a ring. You know, it's very bizarre.
It doesn't get me hyped up like old Raw intros used to do. I'm not really a Travis Scott guy. I understand it's a new generation. They want to appeal to the youth. Travis Scott is a huge superstar. Him being on the show was a big get for WWE, big get for Netflix, huge for Jey Uso. But this is my thing. I don't buy.
Bro, all this is Phil like showing his disdain for not only black people but black culture, you know. I know it doesn't need to be said, but we all know Phil, he doesn't like blacks. You know, that's his own hang up though. But I love it, bro. It's funny as hell every time Phil just shows it, you know what I mean? He hates hip hop. He's uncomfortable around blacks and all that good shit, bro.
We had a WWE Mayhem mobile game ad. Are you going to be playing Mobile Mayhem, Phil?
No, I am not. One crappy mobile game is enough for WWE for me. So I'll continue to
Phil,
play Champions.
let's just settle this. Oh, Phil, you are down from the rafters, right?
I was. I'm not anymore. But I was.
But Phil, you are down from the rafters.
I am, yes.
You are still down from the rafters. You are.
No, I sold the account. I really did.
But Phil, there's no. First of all, here's what I'll just say, Phil. Like, Phil, just please confess. Don't make me do this. Just say you're down from the rafters.
I was, but I'm not. I really did sell the account. We'll have to do
Okay,
this
but
every
Phil-
week. We'll
but
do a segment
Phil,
every week.
Okay. But Phil, selling the account is against the terms of service from Scopely, so why
Absolutely it
isn't
is.
it banned?
That's a good question, but there are other accounts that also have been sold that are not banned. Like I said, that how I learned that you could
But,
sell an
okay,
account
no.
was that someone else who was in a high-profile faction had done exactly the same thing. This person had announced that they were retiring, right? They had made this big public thing. They even had a video on YouTube. Oh, I'm retiring from Champions. And then the account is still active and it's still being used. Everyone's like, what? How is it still being played with? Because they sold it. And basically, I think what it is with these whale accounts, they allow.
But I believe that anybody else could get away with it other than you. Because surely the detractors would be reporting it and it would be
Holy
a violation
shit.
of TOS and
This is
they ban
happening in
it.
real
Yeah.
life.
I don't
Oh,
know.
shit,
I
bro.
like I said, my hands are washed of it. I got rid of it. I don't know anything about
my
it.
God. And then Phil, there's no there's listings. So every place where these accounts are sold, there's no listing for Down from the Rafters, Phil.
Yeah, that's correct because I did it behind the scenes.
Phil, come on, Phil, God damn it, Phil. We've come so close and yet we're so far. We've come so close and yet we're so far, Phil.
Listen.
No one cares.
Listen,
everybody that gives you money knows.
Listen, there's something interesting about this, okay? All right? When I was talking to Mike Clone about the possibility of doing a documentary, okay? He said, one of the most interesting things about you is this mythos about this stupid mobile game, right? And he said,
He's still lying.
it's just this mysterious thing. Everyone is always talking about. It doesn't matter. But if we do this documentary, we have to have it. We have to talk about it. He wanted to do a big segment about it with revealing stuff and stuff like that. But the thing is, there's a mythos, right? And to keep the mythos going is better than to just be like, oh,
You know what? That's actually the best answer you could possibly have given, Phil, and I'm going to accept that answer because, the mystique of where is the money going, but
Yes.
we know now, Phil, like, fuck. I don't know. It's like, listen, everybody knows, I know, the dent tractor. Oh, the fans know. Nobody really cares, I don't think, but
no one gives a shit. No one ever really did. That's the truth, is that no one ever did. It was always the bullshit of what's the one drama thing they keep bringing up, and that was it. It's the thing they're going to always hang on to.
It's just another thing to whip you through the streets about and fucking rag on you about forever, but I don't know. I think you should just say that it's you and that you still spend thousands of dollars on it, but that's just me. What else do we got here? Okay, The Rock was back.
God damn it. Yo, I hate PPP, but god damn it, man. He tried. I'm gonna give him a pat on his fat back for trying. God damn it. But no, dude, I'm telling you, that's gonna be a lie that Phil will try to drag on into his grave. Because don't forget the WrestleHolics podcast that Phil was on. And this is something I'll never forget. Phil said this. He said, one of the biggest reasons why he lied about the WWE Championship for so long, right? Besides the reasons that we already know, is because he was afraid of people not liking him anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes sense that he's gonna keep lying about him being down from the rafters or selling the account. He's really afraid, bro, of everyone, in an instant, just turning on him and not liking him. And, he's afraid of PPP and his whole audience not liking him. So yeah, he has to keep up this whole charade. Charade? What the fuck? This whole charade, bro, that Phil's sold the account, but he did admit he was down for the rafters. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, that was the funniest part of this whole boring ass show they did, dude.
Okay, Hulk Hogan comes out. Hulk Hogan comes out
with Jimmy Hart.
Oh,
they gotta be together as well.
With Jimmy Hart. And man, poor Hogan, bro.
Yeah.
They basically set this motherfucker up to fail when you think about it. Because let's say that this show was in Knoxville or Texas or in a Republican state or in a Corpus Christi, Texas, or whatever the fuck, right? He would probably get cheered and people would go along with it. But they put him in the single most progressive state in the city in the United States, in LA, in front of all these liberal actors, Hispanic audience. Well, he's like showing up to LA in MAGA gear and stuff.
MAGA Towers. His shirt said mega powers instead of mega powers, MAGA powers.
And they just shit on him, dude. And he was trying everything to get a pop. He was shouting out Macho Man. He was throwing out this name, that name, trying to get them to cheer. He's gonna get booed everywhere.
And the other thing is, it's not Attitude Era, so they're not even going to show people drinking the beer. It's not like Austin Era where he's chugging it every week. So I don't know how they're going to promote this product on this supposed PG broadcast.
And they're pointing out people are hypocrites because Undertaker had Donald Trump on with Kane.
Yeah.
And promoted Donald Trump's campaign and Make America Great Again and shilled for it. But they didn't boo him, but they booed Hogan.
I swear to God, I hate these right-wing grifting retards so much, bro. I do. Dog, no one set Hulk Hogan up. Just no one likes him anymore. He's old. He's greasy. He looks like a fucking old red leather fucking couch, bro. And I'm not gonna lie. When I saw them bring Hulk Hogan out, my first thought wasn't, oh, he's a Trump supporter. My first thought was like everybody else that was booing him. And it was, oh, bro, it's that motherfucker Terry. It's that bastard Terry that said that jacked up shit about black people. Like, bro, come on, dude. You know how many white women I've dated and I've had to tussle with these racist white dads, bro? They're horrible, okay? I won't let you date my daughter because you're a black. And it's like, you're a broke-ass white person, bro. This shit was funny. It was hilarious, dog. After all the bullshit that, Hulk Hogan has said and all the greasy shit he has done, bro, to see him get booed by the best coast, the West Coast, bro. We don't play that shit. Hold on, I'll show you guys that clip. But literally, my first thought wasn't, oh man, he supported Trump. It was like, oh bro, I remember he said all that slick ass shit about brothers. You know what I mean? Yo, of course, he's in LA, bro. Don't nobody likes, oh, bro, almost said Snort Hogan, bro. Literally, I was about to, dude, I'm fucking god. I'm so fucking faded, dude. I'm about to say, nobody likes Snort Hogan no more. Don't nobody like motherfucking Hulk Hogan no more, bro. Fucking leather-faced piece of shit. He's a fucking asshole, alright? Shit. Don't nobody like him no more like that, dude. Broke-ass motherfucker. You have to be broke as fuck, okay? Like, busted as shit to be Hulk Hogan and still showing up to the WWE. Get the fuck out of here. The motherfucker's like 80 years old, isn't he? Like, fuck, leave me in the history books, bruh.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know something, maniacs? I've been in this business for over 40 years. And the greatest part, I've got a new tag team partner right now. I got Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer.
Yo, he's just getting booed, bro. He's getting booed as if Trump was in the building, bro. Like, the shit is kind of funny, alright?
And I teamed up. And in the past, I've had a
I'm hearing way more boos than fucking cheers.
bunch of partners down the line.
His arm literally looks like my shower curtain, bro. It's fucking gross. His arm looks like the outside of an old white woman's pussy, bro.
Giant-sized partners like Andre the Giant. But the greatest partner that the WWE has ever had.
Dude, I swear to God, Hulk Hogan has ruined his legacy. He's like Phil. He's like Phil in real life, kind of, bro. He's been such a jackass asshole for so long, bro, that don't nobody really like him anymore. But he thinks people do or some shit. I wouldn't even shown up to Raw tonight in LA, of all fucking cities, bro. Don't nobody like you in LA, dude.
When the WWE
That shit's hilarious.
and Netflix runs wild on
This is such a horrible promo.
Well, Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer is now an official partner.
Hold on, bro. While editing this, I just noticed that, like, Hulk Hogan, bro, he's walking away, dog, with the half-torn t-shirt around his fucking goddamn thighs, dog. Looking like someone in his shit his shorts, bro. I swear to God. It's humiliating. What the fuck did you do that to him? Fucking goddamn Hulk Hogan, bro. Oh, man. There's not only just that. There's the shitty things that, like, Hulk Hogan has done. Besides political things or saying the N-word, he fucked over a bunch of other wrestlers, like fucking Macho Man Randy Savage, dude.
At WrestleMania 5 in 1989, but even so, Savage couldn't trust Hogan. In an interview with Steve Austin, Hogan said, "Elizabeth was my manager and we went to the ring in Paris. There were no steps. Elizabeth was probably 95 or 100 pounds soaking wet, so I reached over the top rope, reached all the way over where she's standing next to me, and grabbed her by the armpits. I picked her all the way up, she had a dress on, and put her in the ring. Randy said, 'You son of a bitch, you grabbed her boobs.' We walk up and he grabs a headlock on me, but he puts that side headlock on me. I'm hanging in there, and I didn't want my eyeball to pop out, so I grab his waist and I squeezed. 'Randy, if you don't let go, I'm going to dump you on your head.' He was so pissed at me. The match sucked." It's alleged that Savage would later blame Hogan and his wife Linda for turning Elizabeth against him. In an interview, the Ultimate Warrior said, "Hogan and his wife and McMahon planted ideas in her head that she was missing out on some magnificent untamed life adventure. Elizabeth had become close friends with Hogan's wife Linda, and she'd been staying at the Hogan household, and it was from there that she told Savage that she wanted a divorce." At WrestleMania 9 in 1993, Hogan was sporting a black eye, supposedly gained from a jet ski accident. However, Jim Cornette has alleged that it was Savage who punched Hogan in the face. Savage found out that Elizabeth had run off to Hogan's house and was staying with Linda because Linda and Elizabeth were friends, and Hogan didn't tell Savage that she was there, which is why, when Savage confronted him with that, he confronted him by punching him in the fucking eye, and that's why Hogan had a black eye at WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, nah, get out of there. If you hear anyone going, "Oh, they just booed fucking Hulk Hogan because he likes Trump," bro, so does the Undertaker, and he didn't get booed, bro. Just Hulk Hogan in 2025, no one likes him really, except for like really old white men, bro. Like people like Phil and PPP, dude. So don't let these right-wing grifters online try to fucking twist it to make it look like, I don't know, California and LA is just so democratic, bro, that they'll fucking, I don't know, slit your throat if you're a Republican. Like, no, bro. Hulk Hogan is a shitty human, and he got what he deserves, and that's getting booed all the way the fuck out the arena. And then he tried to, like, shill his shitty fucking beer, bro, which made it even more cringe and funny. Alright, guys. I won't lie, I didn't watch the entirety of Smark, guys. I don't like wrestling. I don't. I forced myself to watch 3 hours of Raw last night. Just so I, you know, kind of knew what was happening today. when they did Smart Guys. And I'm kind of glad I did. I didn't come in here kind of blind, having to look for clips and stuff. So yeah, that's it. It was kind of funny seeing PPP try to corner Phil a couple times, bro. Some of their conversations were, I won't say interesting, right? But as someone that used to like wrestling, I guess they were somewhat engaging. But then again, it was like, this is supposed to be Phil's show. And you had PPP doing all the lifting, like he does on Kino Casino, bro. You know, it was pretty much Kino Casino, but instead of a cokehead, you had an alcoholic begging a person, bro, you know? Alright, I'm gonna get the hell out of here, guys. I'm gonna try to edit this video and shovel it out as fast as I can. There's gonna be more edited videos in 2025, I promise. I'm not gonna just, like, stream all the time. I'm gonna try to have some videos out. We're gonna get back to it, man. Last year was kind of a break for me, because I'm telling you, shoveling through all this shit, it could get exhausting. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, bro. Your boy's a vibe. I do giveaways, we get high together, and make fun of locals. It's a fun time, bro. Alright, take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you guys in the next video or restream, my friends. Peace.
This is for you, Melinda. I hope you like it. Yeah. They ought to teach this in school. It's not always cool to be cool. What? They try to play you for a fool. Like you see a girl who's unique. It's a treat, cause she's sweet. And she really seems to knock you off your feet. You wanna say hey, but you don't. You don't. Your mom says tell her how you feel, but you won't. Cause you're just too cool to tell her truly. Get your feelings all getting unruly. Don't try to school me. So she passes you by in the hallway. You're staring at the wall, trying to play while I say that you're cool. What? Really cool, slick, just like ice. But you didn't realize you never get this chance twice. So you're busy playing cool, now she's gone.